Your weapon stash is empty, so you drop into the DMZ with nothing but a couple of throwing knives. You run into Tweedledee and Tweedledum. What do? Take them on or run away? Run away. While there is a slim chance that you win this fight, your best bet is getting over the wall, getting an obstacle between you and repositioning. You've only got 2 throwing knives and it's absolutely essential that you hit both of them. Being outnumbered 2 to 1, you can almost guarantee that they're going to chase you. You want to take advantage of the mantle animation and get one of them down before they can get a chance to get a shot off. You then want to focus on the second guy, finishing him off as quickly as possible. You then want to make sure that the second guy isn't self-resing, and then focus on getting your stim off. The sooner you can get away from this situation, the less attention you're going to draw to yourself. What's up, I'm Z, and welcome to the video. It's safe to say I know a thing or two about throwing knives in DMZ, and in this video I'm going to take you through a bunch of scenarios to help you get better at PvP. We're going to be walking through each clip, talking about my decision making, my thought processes, but more specifically how I use throwing knives to win scenarios that 99% of players in DMZ would not be winning. In this first scenario, I've just broken away to get the UAV up after I've been pushed by a team of 3. The first step in taking on multiple opponents is getting as much information as possible. While losing sight of them temporarily is risky, getting that bigger picture, that bird's eye point of view is essential to winning this fight. They've retreated to this building and are taking on a bunch of AI. As ever, we want to be breaking down this fight into multiple different stages. We want to take on the opponents one by one. As soon as we've got the first guy down, we want to reposition. We're expecting the chase and we wait around this corner, anticipating the push. I've chased him into the building while keeping one eye on the minimap. I know there's 2 in there, but getting one of them down will leave the third one in a state of panic. He's not sure how to play this. Is he going to chase me or is he going to try and go for the res? I run around the building to get a plate off, but I can't tell from the minimap whether he's inside. I check this room before going for the finish. I'm always on the lookout for extra information. I'm very lucky. Out of the corner of my eye, I catch a tiny glimpse of the third player pushing back into the building. This allows me to change my tactics, reposition, and prepare for him to enter. I'm able to get him down, get the finish, do some very quick looting, and get out of there before any other players head my way. My intention now was to go and loot the players that I've killed previously, but sometimes the bots have other ideas. In this scenario specifically, I caused so much commotion, I thought it was best to just escape. You're running around looking for a gun in DMZ and you see this player. What do? Take him on head first or reposition? Reposition. You've got the height advantage and you want to break line of sight as soon as possible. Remember, he can hit you from range and you can't. Scrap that. We're going in for the kill. We're taking a flyer on the long range throwing knife. But be careful. This will always result in allegations like this.
Fucking hacker.
This next scenario is one that you might have seen before if you saw the last PvP tips video. But this time we're going to break down exactly how I won this 2v1 with just 2 throwing knives. They have a UAV up, so the first step is using the vehicle for misdirection. I run in around the side and do a little strafe hop. Remember this for later. I get the first knife off, do another loop and come back for the second guy. Always remember to finish your kills. Let's take another look at this strafe hop I was talking about. What's happening here is I'm jumping to the right in an attempt to get off his center line. This is going to make me harder to hit, but also allow me to track his trajectory better. Tracking and predicting people's movements head on is extremely difficult, but if we take advantage of the strafe mechanic like I'm trying to do here, you'll have a much easier time anticipating their movement. If we can force them to move into our crosshair as we're prepared, so we move across their line of sight, we'll have a much higher success rate hitting the knife first time. Whatever we can do to help break aim assist or break their camera is going to give us a much better chance at hitting but also not being hit, which is an essential part of PvP as a solo player. Even though we've dealt with the immediate danger, we need to have our wits about us. We want to prioritize high priority loot, so I'm talking about plate vests and weapons. We then want to reposition as quickly as possible so we can get those plates on and assess the situation. This is the part of the video where I tell you it doesn't always go to plan. Knives, as you might have noticed, are a one-shot kill in the upper chest region. Well, if you don't hit the upper chest region, this is what happens. You want to be prepared to hit your follow-up knife anywhere on the body. If you miss it, I'm afraid this will be your fate. Knives are unforgiving, but they're very rewarding if you do hit them. Throwing knives aren't just useful for situations where you don't have a weapon. They're an essential tactic in taking on more than one opponent at a time. In this scenario here, we run up on a team of 3, not checking their back. Rather than taking shots and giving them a chance to react, we take the first 2 down using our throwing knives and get ready to take on the third one. As long as you hit your knives, you're increasing your chance of success to a 50-50 decision rather than a 1v3. Gunfights are much more unpredictable than knife fights, so we always want to opt to use our knife first where we can. In these next few scenarios, we're going to be talking about how I use rotational aim assist and the strafe mechanic that we briefly talked about earlier to increase our chances of success. In this scenario here, we're in a one-on-one gunfight and we're stuck in the middle of the enemy UAV. In this scenario, he has the upper hand. I only have a 1-plate vest and I know he's got a purple. I need to push him before he has a chance to act on the information that he's going to get from the next ping of the UAV. I break his plates but don't get the down. I get the reload off and push in. I know he's around this corner, so I jump strafe and try and take advantage of the rotational aim assist. It now becomes a game of timing, and this, my friends, you can get with practice. In this next scenario, we're taking advantage of something that I don't see many players take advantage of: the hostile AI. What many players don't know is that you can actually third-party enemy squads by using the AI. I can hear that the AI have been aggroed, so I decide to go in all guns blazing. As a solo player, you want to stay as quiet as possible, avoiding the AI. This can be used against you also. If you aggro the AI, then players will know you're coming. On my approach, I see the first guy in the doorway. I get the long-range knife off because I have no idea where his teammates are. I get the finish because I see he's got a 3-plate, grab a weapon, and make my way upstairs. I'm very lucky here that his teammate isn't quicker on the trigger. I get my plates off as quickly as possible and strafe around the doorway, getting the knife off before he even knows what's hit him. You're chasing this player down and he's got his back to you. What do? Grab your gun and gun him down, or knife him in the back? Knife him in the back. Got 2 players on the UAV next to you. You want to get this guy finished as quickly as possible before his teammates have any chance to react. Not wasting the bullets in your mag will also save you time from reloading, and it will allow you to be ready to take on the next opponent much quicker. Hopefully you found this video helpful. What I've been trying to do is outline the importance of using throwing knives in a PvP situation in DMZ. They're highly underrated, and once mastered will become an essential part of your toolkit for dealing with 6-man teams in the DMZ. I can't stress enough though how important timing is when it comes to throwing knives. When you next drop into the exclusion zone, make sure you equip them and practice on bots. Getting the timing right, jump strafing, and making use of rotational aim assist are all big parts of becoming the DMZ ninja. If you made it this far, do yourself a favor, hit the subscribe button because there's going to be many more videos like this. Drop by a live stream sometime and say hello. I'm happy to answer any questions in the comments. If you've enjoyed this video, drop a like on it, and I'll hopefully catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.